Yeah.
In my hand, Captain, I hold a True Crime Garage tumbler glass. It's only noon, so I have 7-Up in the glass. But I tell you what, I'm very happy with these glasses, the way they turned out, man. The weight is perfect. The size is perfect with them. Mm-hmm. But here I am. I want to have a celebratory drink with you. So I raise my 7-Up because it sounds like
puss face.
It sounds like they may have solved, or at least we're getting very close to an arrest regarding the Aurora Hammer Slayer case.
Yes.
So we covered this in January of this year, which was kind of shocking to me. It seemed like a long time ago that we covered it, but the case
seems like a couple years.
It didn't it?
Yeah.
But those are episodes 175 and 176 for those of you that are smart enough to have the Stitcher app, right? So here's the thing. This guy that they're checking out, his name's Alex Christopher Ewing. And I say checking out. Now, this could change, man. This could change as we are sitting here in the garage without TVs in front of us right now. This guy could actually be charged. The way I understand this, he's technically not been charged with anything, but he's by far the most interesting suspect that they have so far, because this is a guy that has proven he is capable of acts very similar to the horrible acts that happened in Aurora back in, what was that, like 1984?
Yeah.
Yeah, so listen to this. This dude, Alex Christopher Ewing, you'll be glad to know he's already in prison. He's 57 years old. He's serving 8 to 40 years in a Nevada prison. Now, he's eligible for parole in July of 2021, and his sentence will expire in April of 2037. So 2037, he's 57 years old now. This dude might be practically a lifer, right? He'd be about 77 at that time.
Now, remember, this is the case. It was January 4th, 1980.
Well, there was a series of attacks, four separate attacks, and it sounds like they like this guy for at least 2 of them. Remember when we covered this, we had some questions as to if all 4 were actually connected. I personally believe that they're all 4 connected. I have a hard time believing that they wouldn't be.
Right.
They're such similar attacks, and they happened so close together. And I think if this is the right guy, Captain, I think we were right. I think we nailed this thing, meaning in a sense that we said
we solved it.
Well,
we're fully responsible.
No, I mean, couldn't be further from the truth. But the thing here is we were kind of offering up little tidbits of a possible profile of this guy, stating that we thought this was somebody that was young, somebody that was physically strong. So he would have been he would have been 24 when these attacks went down.
And we also had the DNA where they made a profile of his face, like they did the DNA. And if you look at what they came up with and the guy that they caught, not that far off.
No. Yeah. That's actually the first time I'm seeing those side by side. And you're right. That's pretty close. And with that snapshot DNA, I keep calling it that, but I don't know that that's what they actually call it. But anyway, they make a computerized composite sketch of the perpetrator using the DNA. And they even did an aged enhanced one, what he would look like all these years later. And you're right, Captain, it looks pretty close.
Yeah, but look, they got a couple things wrong. If you look at the DNA.
His nose is a little more pointy.
A little bit
in
bigger
real life.
nose, but look at that mouth. That mouth. That's what it looks like. If you had make a sound for what his mouth looks like, it would be. That might be one of the douchiest faces. And I'm not just saying that because he's a killer. I mean, there's definitely some douchey faces on people.
Well, we don't know for certain that he's a killer yet.
Look at that face. How douchey is that face?
Well,
and just when you think that it's not that douchey.
Oh, wait. His younger face is worse.
It's like he has this... I can't explain it. You have to see a picture of him. But
well, here's the thing. So this guy, if he is connected to all 4 of these attacks that we discussed, This is 4 hammer attacks in the metro area over a 12-day span. And what I meant by one thing I think we were close on when we were kind of adding tidbits of our own thoughts to a possible profile of the perpetrator of these crimes is we said that what this shows us, that this many attacks in such a short period of time and attacks that are extremely, extremely violent, we were saying this looks like a guy that's off the rails, like that has completely spun out of control and he's just attacking at will. And I think where we kind of got this right, Captain, was, like I said, this dude is in prison right now. Why? Because he's been convicted of a similar attack, and he's also been a suspect in another similar attack. And these happened just days after the 12-day span in which he was attacking people in and around Aurora, Colorado. Yeah. So 11 days after the attack on the Bennett family, that was the family of 4, and 3 of them, unfortunately, were killed in that attack. Someone broke into a home in Kingman, Arizona, and beat the resident that was inside with a rock. Now, Ewing has never been convicted of that. However, he was arrested in that case. And I don't want to sound like he's innocent at all in this case. He's probably extremely guilty. But what happened is, before he could be convicted of that charge, well, he broke out. He made an escape. He escaped when they were transporting him from the jail to the courtroom to face charges on breaking into that home in Kingman, Arizona. He busted out. Now, he was only on the run for about 2 days.